Example 2 says path of a basketball. The path of a basketball after it is thrown from a height of 1.5 meters above the ground is given by some equation where h is the height in meters and d is the horizontal distance. So again, you know me, I'm a little bit high on sketches. So I would sketch this out. That's height. That's the horizontal distance. It was thrown from 1.5 meters. Thrown up, obviously, and then it lands at some point. Okay, so they want this point right here, which is one of your zeros. Okay, so when you're given an equation like this, all right, you should automatically start thinking of quad formula. We're not going to ask you to multiply these two numbers and then add to 2, etc., etc., okay? So if we put it in quad formula, our A is negative 0.25, our B is 2, our C is 1.5. Okay, you're going to write down your quad formula, and now instead of X, now it's D, okay? So now it's D is equal to minus B, drop the plus or minus, big square root sign, B squared, which is 2 squared, minus 4. A is negative 0.25. Close it, open another bracket. C is 1.5. All over 2 times A, which is 2, open bracket, negative 0.25. Okay, so like yesterday, I want you to get one number underneath the square root symbol. I'll give you 20 seconds to do that. Okay, your 20 seconds is long up. So, minus 2 plus or minus, you should have got 5.5 over 2 times A, which is negative 0.5. Okay, now is when I want you to split it. Here's one side, here's another side. So the one side I'm going to go the plus root. So again, now it's D is equal to negative 2 plus root 5.5 all over negative 0.5. Okay, that's going to pump out negative 0.7 meters, which if you think about it, makes sense. Look at your sketch. Look at how your parabola continues on the negative side. Okay, so it would be right here. That's that point, which is what we call inadmissible. So lightly put an X over it. I still have to see that number on a test. And right beside it, just write inadmissible. Because you cannot have negative, in this case, distance. Okay, on the right side, we're going to do the minus side. D is equal to negative 2. Now it's subtract root 5.5 over negative 0.5. And you do that with your calculator. And you get 8.7, in this case, meters, which is your answer. Therefore, the ball traveled 8.7 meters. Okay, nearest tenth. Okay, if you round it off, I'm going to take half mark off on a test. Okay, always round your final answer. Don't round all the stuff, all the calculations off. Okay, B part's a great question, which we usually ask on a test. So it says B part, and we're going to redo this sketch down here. So it says find the horizontal distance, horizontal straight line, okay? Find the horizontal distance when the basketball is at a height of 4.5 meters above the ground. So this is easy. Let's redo this sketch that we had, right? This was 1.5. Let's bring the 1.5 down a bit. Okay, don't worry about the scale. Ball goes up, comes back down. We found that point already, okay? Doesn't have anything to do with this question. That's the horizontal distance, that's the height. What they want to know is this. At 4.5, which is right there, let's pretend it's there. At a height of 4.5, what's the horizontal distance at that height? So what they want is that point and that point. And if you bring these two dots straight down, that's your horizontal distance right there. This is what they're looking for. Okay, so you need these two numbers over here, and then you're going to subtract them to find what the horizontal distance is. So what you have to do is you have to substitute h, 4.5, in for h. Okay, so stay on the left side. Let h equal 4.5. So now you're going to go 4.5 equals negative 0.25 d squared plus 2d plus 1.5. Okay? And you're going to put this in standard form, and then you're going to put this in your quad formula to find these two numbers right here, where my fingers are. Okay, so let's put it in standard form first by bringing the 4.5 to the right. So now I got 0 on the left equals I bring over a positive 4.5, becomes negative 4.5. And all I'm going to do is clean this up. Becomes a nice minus 3. Okay, so now I got my A, B, and C value. Therefore, A is negative 0.25. B is 2. C is negative 3. And I'm going to put that in my quad formula. So now again I got not X, but I got D is equal to minus B. So in this case it's minus 2. Drop the plus or minus. Big square root sign. And I've got B squared, which is 2 squared, minus 4. A is negative 0.25. And C is negative 3. All over the whole thing, 2 times A. Okay? So again, get one number underneath the square root sign. And that one number, believe it or not, is a nice 1. Square root of 1 all over negative 0.5. And now I'm going to separate it. Here's one part, here's the other part. Okay, I like doing the plus first. So D is equal to negative 2. Here's the plus, root 1 all over negative 0.5. And that's going to equal 2, which in this case is 2 meters, right? And your subtraction side, D is equal to negative 2 subtract root 1 over negative 0.5. And that's going to be a nice 6 meters. So now look what you got here. This is 2. This is 6. Final answer, 6 subtract 2. It traveled 4 meters. Okay, so therefore the horizontal distance, HD, not HD like a TV. In math we like HD being horizontal difference. Never mind, or sorry, horizontal distance. Never mind this HD quality garbage. Anyways, the horizontal distance is 4 meters. Okay? Great question that we usually ask, guys, to be honest with you. All right, follow your timeline, guys, and I will see you on Thursday.